settled MVG, who just 10 minutes before had been playing on God mode.
96.
Yeah, it could have been a scoreline of 11-1, 11-2 had it carried on. Rob Cross actually ended up averaging higher than MVG in that match. He just started too late.
He started okay here. But Van Gerwen is given the luxury of going whatever route he wants from 1-3-2 because he'd heavily outscored Cross in the first couple of visits.
And he just decided on the missed the big number route there. Shouldn't make too much of a difference.
80. Michael, you record 48.
It cost him a dart to double.
32.
Maybe he needed it.
We require 154.
Well, similar to the previous leg. Rob Cross requires massive check out. Not going to get it, like MVG.
45. Michael,
Not really taking a big chunk out of it. Just like leg one, Van Gerwen does get double A. Not as proficiently as Cross.
Game on.
And pretty similar legs, really, wouldn't it? The guy on throw, getting out ahead early and then taking a little while to hit the double, but eventually getting there. 30 meetings between these two, and for every one that Michael Van Gerwen loses, he wins 4. Just shows you the dominance that he's had over Rob Cross during their respective careers. But there are big wins, obviously. The European Championship final you mentioned, the Masters at the start of this year, and of course the famous World Championship semi-final in Rob Cross's debut campaign at Ali Pali.
99.
Which I still maintain is the greatest game of darts I've ever watched.
Astonishing. If he carries on hitting 180s, Rob Cross, like he's doing, he's hit one every single leg so far, he's going to have a chance.
131.
Yeah, given how both players have played so far, you'd expect most of the legs to be within that sort of 13 to 15 darter territory. Has started a little bit slowly.
Like that one. He just follows it for the second.
100.
It does leave double 6, which for some players it's a bit of an awkward one, but Rob Cross seems to like it. Problem, of course, is if you miss inside, then it can get a little bit gobbled.
Required 12. Age on the third leg.
That's why he likes it.
Fourth leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Finishing's been all right so far from Cross, 2 from 4.
140.
Well, one of the statistical things that gets thrown up by that head-to-head record between these two, and the fact that Van Gerwen wins 4 games against Cross for every one he loses, is that Voltage has never beaten MVG 2 games running. Never done it back-to-back. If he does win one, he'll lose the next one. And of course, he did win that most recent one at the Masters, quarter-final stages, slightly longer format, 10-7. So it would be a first if he can book his place in the semis here tonight.
Unfortunately on the Euro Tour for Rob Cross, he does have a very good habit of reaching finals. It's just weird, really, that he's never managed to get over the line, and yet 2 of his 4 major titles are the European Championship.
Yeah, and it's not like he hasn't come close in some of those finals. His most recent one, he was only beaten in the last leg decider by Luke Humphries. That was at the European Darts Grand Prix in Stuttgart, which will be our next trip on the European Tour. Coming up in a couple of weeks' time.
Michael, you're 126.
But this time, Van Gerwen is pushed into going for the 19s route.
58.
This might be an opening.
require 160.
Traditionally, Rob Cross has never been a big fan of tops. Got no choice but to go for it, though.
100. Michael requires 68.
Does he get 2 darts for the leg? No, he doesn't. He does get 1.
48.
That's not enough. Massive.
60.
Huge chance for Voltage.
He'll happily take his time.
40. Michael
Maybe took
requires
too long.
20.
A little bit out of rhythm. Gerwen pins it the second time in asking.
We're up to throw first. Game on.
Michael Van Gerwen, who came into this match with a tournament average of a ton, is only averaging 83.
41.
Cross isn't much better, but this is the time where you have to punish him. He is not playing well. The fact that Rob Cross is only level at 2-all may be a source of frustration for Voltage. There you see, the doubles
140.
have not been sparkling from MVG this weekend. Missed a lot against Mike Dedecker in his opening game on the Saturday, but still won it 6-4 and averaged a ton because his scoring was very good.
Rob Cross is up at 48%, which is, by any measurement, a very, very good total for doubling.
85.
These bursts of brilliance from Van Gerwen that make him such a force.
And he'll be going back to the treble 19s, I think, when he returns to the board, because if he can find a couple more of them, he'll get a dart tops to go into the lead. I thought maybe the bullseye might be the shot with that last dart. 135 is a bit trickier than 130. May not matter. 5 in a row to leave tops.
140.
Now Rob Cross will start this on the ball.
35.
Oh, well, he wanted to start it on the ball, I should say.
59. Michael, you require 40.
Any more trouble on the doubles? No, there is not. And Michael Van Gerwen leads in this quarter-final for the first time.
Flag Michael to throw first.
Well, both players are averaging sub-90.
39.
Largely down to the lack of clinicality on the outer ring.
Well, the basic fact is, if one of these two had played to the levels they've shown so far this weekend, they would be running away with this game.
86.
Van Gerwen looks a completely different player from the one that overcame Josh Rock this afternoon. He's still 3-2 up.
58.
Sundays at the Euro Tour are punishing. If you want to win one of these, you've got to play 4 games in a day.
96.
They don't hand them out for nothing. Sometimes it's about just getting through. You don't have to be at your sparkling best.
100.
And that is, of course, true. When you're taking on the very biggest beast of them all in Michael Van Gerwen, you kind of expect that you're going to have to play your best game. And when it's not there, 5.5 legs in, you might start worrying a bit. I mean, to be honest, 5.5 legs in, if your best game is not there, often you're 5.5 nil down.
130.
But he has given himself a chance, Rob Cross, to get that break straight back.
99. We require 130. 13.
One treble required. Starting upstairs. He's got the treble. That means he's going to go his trusty double 18. And pins it. That is a beautiful shot.
Greeted with a shrug of the shoulder.
7 flag Rob to throw first.
Almost
Game on.
turning round saying to MVG, didn't I make that look easy?
$57. $140.
We've not had a 9-darter Czechia this weekend. Did see MVG smash one in against Cross in that Players' Championship Finals match.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to add to it as well. Really unstoppable
96.
burst at the start of that game that then dissipated and allowed Cross back into it. This, a very different affair. Both former world champions, these two, of course. We do
96.
have Peter Wright in the hunt for the title tonight as well. Alongside the UK Open winner in Nathan Aspinall, the reigning World Cup champ David Heta, Johnny Clayton, a multiple major winner. Major finalists in Dave Chisnell and Luke Humphreys, who've been two of the stars of the European Tour over the last 18 months. This would be handy. Very handy to leave himself on a double, but MVG is on one of his favourite checkouts.
Loads of space. Oh.
92. Robbie requires
It's a crowd
28.
favourite for a reason. All ball double 16, but Rob Cross, what would be valuable hold of throw. Well, the problem with
No score.
darts on that side of the board, his darts do kink across a little bit to the right hand side.
Michael Van Gerwen leads again. It's the third consecutive break of throw. And MVG, he survived 3 darts there. He survived a couple of darts in the 4th leg. Rob Cross is missing these opportunities, and it's not usually something you can afford to do against Mighty Mike.
58.
There we have it. Michael Van Gerwen has had darts to win 4 legs in this match. He has won all 4 of those legs. Rob Cross has had darts to win 5. He only has 3 to his name.
58.
Those misses that'll be playing on his mind right now.
56.
Furious. Dutchman, not a happy man. The socks have been pulled up.
57.
Almost a grimace on the face of MVG.
He's averaging 87. Not surprised. He's 4-3 up, and as Van Gerwen has said himself this year, averages don't matter to him anymore. It's winning. Thing is, it's quite hard to win when you average an 87, particularly in the final session of a European Tour. He might still do it, and he has got time to improve, of course.
Yeah, he used to be a man who not only wanted to win, he wanted to obliterate all the records.
To be fair to him, he has obliterated quite a few. Oh, the chance goes immediately. And once again, we find ourselves in a situation where we can see a break of throw. 4 consecutive holds to start the match. This would be a 4th consecutive break. And Rob Cross can go back into the box seat in this match. He's missed a big number.
9 indeed, Rob.
Does he change his plan and go for the 13? He does to leave double 16. He was going to go for tops. Now he leaves double 16. And double 16 works for him, and the pendulum swings back in favour of Voltage.
You know, before when he shrugged the shoulder as to indicate I made that look easy, he did the same again, but he didn't make that look easy. That was another kind of shrug.
134.
And the occasions that Rob Cross has beaten Michael Van Gerwen, and as we've said, they have been limited. It's only 6 times this happened before. He has played some excellent darts at times. Ironically, the European Championship final was probably the worst standard of game they've played, where Cross actually emerged victorious, and it got him a major title. He's playing at about that level here. That 180 only gets Van Gerwen back level in this leg, and it's not for very long either.
136.
Well, the streak of breaks could be coming to an end.
134.
They are virtually level pegging after 9 darts.
Double 17. Now, what's the plan? Got loads of options. 18s, 14s. Goes for the 14s and gets it. It's double 16 again. 1 dart at it. It was enough in the last leg. It's enough again. 12 darter, best leg of the match, and the celebration from Rob Cross suggests he thinks this is on.
140.
He might be right. The chance to beat MVG back-to-back, first time in his career.
96.
Well, one of his many appearances in Euro Tour finals was in this tournament last year, Rob Cross. He was beaten by Luke Humphries. Can he make amends tonight?
97.
If he's able to take out Van Gerwen, then one of Aspinall or Chisnell, and then, let's say for the sake of argument, top seed Luke Humphries, it would be an incredible campaign.
96.
Gerwen has left himself 166. Uncharacteristic from Mighty Mike. There's a chance Rob Cross could punish this.
I've seen a bucket load of 162s this weekend. There were 2 in the very first match between Martin Lukman and Patrick Kovac.
96.
With Van Gerwen doubling like he is, even if he does get 2 darts at double when he returns to the board, there's no guarantee it goes. And Rob Cross leaves himself on a single to double combo.
Double 16 to set up a last leg decider. And now Rob Cross has a huge chance. It's another one where he's got options. 10 for 16s or 6 for 18s. It's 6 for 18s. Wipes the sweat off his palm. And Rob Cross seals back-to-back victories against Michael Van Gerwen. The Green Machine is not going to add to his haul of 36 European Tour titles. Rob Cross just wants one of them. He reached the final here last